Hey folks, this is Dr. Jeff Williams with Creekstone Integrated Care right here in beautiful Amarillo, Texas. Every single week I come to you with another blog, another video, another thought process. And this week, it's how to keep pain from coming back. When we go to the doctor, we're typically going for a reason, right? Nobody has time for pain. So when it gets to a certain point, it's time to get it knocked out right then and there. And so finally, that's about when you go to the doctor. So for spinal pain and headaches, I'm sure I'm biased, of course, but I hope that you're going to a patient-centered, evidence-based chiropractor. There are few practitioners better positioned to get patients better, faster, and safer than a well-educated chiropractor, certainly for non-complicated musculoskeletal issues. The first thing to say on this topic is that current guides say very clearly that our primary initiative as practitioners should be to teach you, the patient, to control pain or flare-ups at home without depending on lifelong care in a clinic of any sort, chiropractic or beyond. If we're not moving our patients in that direction with their treatment, we're putting them at a long-term disadvantage. Our patients should not be taught to depend on us all year long, every year, for the rest of your lives. That's just not real, and that's not what evidence and research suggests these days. Now, let's assume that you went to the chiropractor, you have made the investment, you attended your appointments for, say, 2 or 3 weeks, and you're feeling much, much better, maybe better than you felt in a long while. At that point, how do you go forward keeping the pain away? And this is going to be a multi-part answer, mostly because everyone is different. Every complaint is different, and everyone heals at a different speed. I hope that's understandable. For example, young people are still basically made of rubber, right? And they have super magical healing powers. So it makes sense that they're going to heal faster than, say, an elderly patient, for example. Young people will also have a better chance of healing completely and having no long-term lingering issues. For acute pain, which is pain that's just been lasting for maybe, say, a week or two, the process is really fairly straightforward when you go to the chiropractor. Especially my office, we have a high rate of success for these patients. Their pain resolves fairly quickly, and when utilizing some exercises at home, the pain typically resolves quickly and usually never to return. And that is a win-win situation for everybody. That makes everybody look good. For subacute pain, which is pain that's been around more than a couple of weeks, but really less than, say, 2 to 3 months or so, the process of pain relief for a subacute patient is probably going to be a little more extended compared to your regular short-lived acute pain that we just talked about. Still, it should be, again, fairly straightforward and should resolve with some attention and a little bit of consistency. And for some, that means it's going to take a couple of weeks, while for others, it may take a couple of months. Remember, everybody's different. All the while, the chiropractor should be teaching the patient to control their pain and mitigate it through at-home exercises. This is a vital, vital part of providing a successful recovery and a successful elimination of ongoing, lingering complaints. And now the more concerning scenario is when patients arrive into our office here with truly chronic pain. Now, chronic pain is defined as having pain at least every other day for a time period of about 6 months. I know so many people that fit this description. There are a couple of different types of chronic pain, one being termed high-impact chronic pain. These patients are likely to never be pain-free, but they do very well with periodic visits. And it's vital to understand that the longer pain lasts, the more and more of that pain it begins to live and exist in the brain itself. And the best way to demonstrate this concept is by talking about phantom limb pain. Now, some people don't know what that is, but it is common for a person to have an amputation where a leg or an arm is completely removed, no longer exists. And some of these patients will still have pain in the limb that was removed. And that's where you get the term phantom limb pain. So even though the limb is gone, it still hurts where the limb should be. So how can that be? Well, it's because part of the pain actually exists in the brain. Your brain will store information from painful experiences, what you maybe have been told that was detrimental to your psyche towards your pain. And your brain stores your beliefs about your own abilities. And it takes all that stuff and it will use that information to make future decisions that ensure your safety. Your brain uses pain as a protection mechanism. And so this information is used to decide how much you're going to hurt, what your brain thinks it's okay to do, and what your brain thinks it is not okay to do. And it uses pain to control all of that. Unfortunate for us. So some chronic pain patients will never be fully pain-free, but making chronic pain more tolerable through chiropractic care is very realistic and very reasonable. And this will include at-home control exercises, building movement habits, understanding the difference between hurt and harm when you're doing things, and gaining gradually more and more confidence about re-engaging with life as it was meant to be lived. And regardless of what type of pain a patient has, there is newer research that has emerged in just the last couple of years that shows that patients that treat on a preventative care schedule or a maintenance care schedule, that those patients do better through the course of the year than those that only go when they have pain. So on average, people going periodically through the year to prevent pain rather than only going when they hurt, they spent about 2+ weeks in no pain when you compared it to the group that only went when they were in pain. Not only did the preventative group get to spend 2 weeks less in pain, but they also attended only one visit more than the other group over the course of the year. So I'd pay for one extra visit to have 2 extra weeks pain-free. I mean, that's just me. I don't like pain. Now, the key to getting out of pain is to find yourself a smart, well-trained, patient-centered, evidence-based chiropractor. Everything else will typically fall into line when you find the right person. Pain does not have to control your life. You can control it. And the best chiropractors, they show you how and they teach you how. We've seen it for decades. Pain can absolutely change people. But fortunately for our patients, chiropractors can change pain. Again, I'm Dr. Jeff Williams with Creekstone Integrated Care right here in Amarillo, Texas. Give us a call if we can help you. Our number is 806-355-3000 and our website is creekstonecare.com. We'd love to help you out.